Atlanta City Council approving continuation of round-the-clock personal police protection for outgoing Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms when she leaves office in January. Now, this comes as violent crime surges in the city amid an officer shortage and after the mayor called to, quote, reimagine policing last year. Former Georgia Congressman Doug Collins' father is a former Georgia State Trooper, and he joins us now to react. Congressman, thank you so much for being with us. So you hear this news that she's going to retain some police protection after she leaves office, I believe, for a period of 6 months. And this while Atlanta has an officer shortage. What's your reaction?
Well, can you imagine a definition of hypocrisy that gets any bigger than this? This is someone who has taken money from the police, who's funded it through the corrections, through these social programs, which, by the way, are not working in Atlanta. Our crime rate is high. It's growing even further. You've even got part of Atlanta who wants to form a new city because of this. It's the biggest thing in the new election race, but yet she wants police protection for 6 more months. Either you like the police and understand what they do, or you don't like them. She can't have it both ways, but that's been the Mayor Bottoms' whole philosophy. She's just been hypocritical on this issue, but it's really sad because the people who are not being protected with a 500 officer shortage in Atlanta are the ones who are paying the price for this.
Yeah, and so to be clear, it's a semantic game at some point, but Mayor Bottoms would say she resisted efforts to defund the police, but she diverted money into other programs, social services, which is effectively the same thing and what many of the defund the police advocates have called for anyway, shifting money from one place to another. You asked me a question. You said, can I imagine a bigger hypocrisy? Actually, I can, because every time I look around this nation, it's elected officials, some of them, when it comes to COVID protocols, committing the most blatant acts of hypocrisy imaginable, but even comparable to this, I see Lori Lightfoot in Chicago defund the police and then get personal protection. So when you see all of this, Doug, everywhere it's happening, what's going on in America? Is this just hypocrisy, or honestly, is it even something more?
Well, I'm beginning to believe it's something more. It's beginning to believe this is rules for thee, but not for me. And this is something that's got to be broken down. And when you see it in cities like Atlanta, Chicago, you see it where we want the protection, but we don't want it for others. It's almost like we're trying to set up this double standard that it says that we know better than everybody else. And this is really what Americans, I think the next year or so, we're going into this next election cycle, and even right now, people are starting to see the hypocrisy, whether it be with vaccine mandates, whether it be with, and then having elected officials go out and basically flaunt the protocols, or even in the police idea. You can't tell people that we're not defunding the police and yet actually taking money away from it. People are not dumb, and the politicians have got to learn this. And liberals, right, especially what we're seeing in the city of Atlanta, has made this an issue. It's going to be an issue, and it's going to affect coming up, because people are just tired of what they see as the double standard of justice. That's
the key. So I think what I'm getting at is hypocrisy seems to suggest some sort of an accident or embarrassment, at least. It's accompanied by some shame. There's no shame to this double standard. It's a caste system. It's people that believe they don't have to obey the rules. By the way, we reached out to the Atlanta mayor's office, and they said we haven't heard back from them just yet. They haven't said anything. Doug Collins, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Great, Will. Take care.
All right.